So it all starts here. There are many, many farmers that are doing a wonderful job in feeding this community and many other individuals beyond this community.
It's impossible to grow just the right amount. You know, it can be really hot like this year, and a lot of corn comes on quickly. So, you know, no point in letting it go to waste in the field.
Sometimes farmers do experience an excess of food, and we're giving these farmers an opportunity to contribute to society by donating their excess food to those in need.
And I get our wonderful 15 Mexican workers pick it, and they're picking it now more especially just for the food bank.
The food that is procured is all donated. No food is purchased. And this is the food that would be destined for the landfill or is considered excess food. So essentially what Food for Life does is it diverts food from landfills and provides it to those in need.
The people in need are your neighbors. They're the people that your kids are going to school with, who are suffering often, and we're not aware of it.
There are 37,000 people living in this region, considered low income. And these people are battling with hunger each and every day. And so Food for Life provides food for 6,000 meals a day to help these individuals.
All kinds of people. Everybody's different. See some older, some younger, some with jobs, some without jobs, families, everything. A little bit of everything.
I enjoy helping people.
Just serving the Lord and helping the people that need help.
There was one fellow that I just will always remember. He was just overwhelmed to see all the produce that we were able to give. So yeah, it's heartwarming to know that there's people who just so appreciate it.
This place alleviates a lot of financial stress that I'm under, being on disability, so it really helps.
It's a huge reward really at the end of the day when you know that you're contributing and you're helping people out. So I think that's the biggest thing. You know that you're contributing and you're passing it forward, as it were, right? So it's nice.
As a funder, walking in here today and seeing that produce, that perishable food on the table, and the volunteers packing those into bags for people. You know, the Oakville Community Foundation has a statistic, and that statistic says that there is a growing crisis, a growing issue in access to fresh fruit specifically, but produce generally, for folks who are food insecure. And it's programs like Food for Life that are able to bring that piece of the puzzle into everything else that these families need to be supported.
Food for Life is the largest of its kind in this community. It's the largest distribution network of food-based. It's a food-based charity supporting the direct users of the product, the families in our community, it could be my neighbor, and also supporting other charities. It supports over 89 charities in our community, charities and charity programs.
The success of Food for Life has really been the result of community collaboration, and it's only because of these partnerships and the spirit of collaboration that we are able to help so many.
The greatest thing is that it helps those that are less fortunate than we are, and you don't realize it until you actually get out and actually try to do something. Some peaches and nectarines from Niagara-on-the-Lake, and people just love it when it's that fresh. And the quality of the food is excellent as well.
So this is the Friday Night Community. This is a weekly meal that we have. About 250 people come together every week to enjoy a meal, to enjoy fellowship, and to be in community with one another. Everyone is welcome. There might be people who are lonely. It might be the only meal that someone sits down and has a meal with others. It might be someone who's financially challenged, is going through a tough time, a single parent. It could be someone struggling with a mental illness. So everyone is welcome. There's no barriers to coming and joining us for a meal.
Food for Life is unique in that it's not directly running the programs, it's supporting the programs that are running. And without the food that Food for Life supports, those programs wouldn't have the food that they need to get to their clients.
and we need the community to rally around, be supportive, and provide the volunteer hours that they can provide, the donations, the availability, make food available to help us have a more healthy and thriving community.
I think it's an obligation. I say this to my 1,400 team members at Reliance Home Comfort. It's our obligation as Canadians to give back, whether it's give back with money, energy, or your time. To get involved with Food for Life, it's a way to really get ingrained in your community, making impacts.
It's hard to imagine that there is such poverty in this well-established community. But what's easy to see and what's very clear is that Food for Life is able to divert more than 2 million pounds of food from landfills, including excess food, and to provide it to those in need.